Good evening, I'm Jeremy and welcome to Coca-Cola Sports Scene. Tonight we'll hear from NCD Governor Poes Pakop on Team NCD's preparations. Roel Santa Cruz, President of the Filipino Association of PNG, speaks to us about volleyball, as well as John Paliao of the Fairfax VB competition. All that and more as we start off with our weekend briefs. Finals in hockey, and Zogole has been the first club to book its spot in the POM Hockey Grand Final after beating Bismarck Gold 2-1 in the 10th semi-final showdown in the men's A grade. The Challengers are Wanderers, who opened the scoring against a tough Sunam side and eventually overcame their rivals by 3-2. In the men's B grade, Sunam and Wanderers will meet in the decider after Sunam trashed Seagulls 4-1 and Wanderers defeated Bismarck 3-0. Seagulls and Wanderers in the women's B grade will face off, while Sunam had a narrow 1-0 victory over MVP in their semi-final to meet the Wanderers in the women's A grade. The grand finals for all divisions will be held next week Saturday. Members of the Special Olympics received a timely sponsorship in kind from Paradise Foods over the weekend. And former 1991 Pacific Games gold medalist Takala Tuna was on hand to receive on behalf of his young and inspiring charges.
It's been a long road. We started with one and now we have around 100 in Central and NCD, and now we're going across there. It's gone up to nearly 500. So the progress has been good. There's been positive response from the parents. As you can see, parents are very important in getting these kids out from their homes and to come out and be part of society. That's what I mean by empowering them. Not only the athletes, the parents and guardians, and also the kids especially, because they like to play with kids. So we have what we call unified partners, and that is able-bodied kids playing with people with intellectual disabilities, especially disabilities.
Rugby League, the Central Province will be banking on developing a pathway to identify young skilled rugby enthusiasts to make the mark and build a reputation of the province. This was made known by the Central Province leaders during the launching of the Kilahauda Cup, which is set to kick off on the 19th of September at Kwikila Station, just outside Port Moresby.
Central Province style of rugby is different. We are established rugby players. We enjoy our rugby in the field and also outside of the field. Rugby is an entertaining game. We entertain ourselves in the field and also entertain our spectators out of the field.
It's a fantastic initiative, the Kilahauda Cup. I wish that a lot of the other leagues right across the country and their governors got behind rugby league in their provinces as well, in their regions, and came up with these types of concepts, because rugby league would be in a hell of a great position right now if that was done right across the countries.
The PNG Taekwondo Federation started testing the new electronic chest guards that will be used in 2015. In preparation for the Pacific Games in 2015, the PNG Taekwondo Federation got its fighters to test out the new electronic tagging system. The vests work with pressure sensors that are attached inside the clothing, and depending on the amount of pressure used for a punch or a kick, register points. PNGTF President Edward Casman is confident that this will raise the standards of the sport in the country. Coming up later on, the NCD Governor's Corporate Golf Challenge. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Team NCD, in preparation for the PNG Games in November, had a big fundraising drive with the Governor's Golf Challenge. Initially, 29 teams were slated down, however, only 17 took part instead. And later on that evening, the presentation night, where Governor Porus Pakop spoke about how important sport was in developing young Papua New Guineans.
But I'm just happy that you all have participated in the Golf Championship, the Governor's Cup, and I'd like to just congratulate those who have won and those who did not make it, not getting any prize. I'm sure there should be some consolation prize. But at the end of the day, the important thing is that it's all to a worthy cause, and that is to send our team to lay. Our team, as you all know, is the envy of all the provinces. Everybody wants to beat us. Used to represent Morobe, Asasumba, Team Eastern Islands. But as you all know, there's some people who are real champions and some who just want to be what everybody, all the young people call them wannabes. So all this is represented in Morobe and Team Eastern Islands. They are just wannabes. We are the real team, the real McCoy, the real champions, and it is your team. It represents our city. We are bringing young people over, young men and women. We are not cheating. We are not putting all of our star players. We are not putting the Toya Wasils or our other champions, Commonwealth or Pacific champions. These are young men and women who probably will be representing our city for the first time, and they need your help and support. Because these young men and women, if they go out there and do well, they can go miles and they can represent our country and they can make us proud even further. But otherwise, at the end of the day, it's just to use sport to build their self-esteem, build their confidence, make somebody out of nobody, and the sky is the limit tomorrow. So that's the bigger picture that I want to share with you all, that I keep reminding of us. So today's our championship might be a small event, might be just involving some section of our community, but it's all contributing to a worthy cause. And you all have seen me too. I'm trying to walk the Kokoda Trail. So that's another bigger picture that we are working on now. So I'm challenging myself. I hope that I will make you all like surprised. That maybe you all think that a governor cannot get fitted. But I've been exercising since April, walking every day. So I'm feeling good. So with a little bit of humor, let me once again thank you all, and thank you for your contribution. Thank you for helping to send our team off in a big bang and going there to defend our title, and hopefully we'll come back successful. If we don't win the title again, I'm still happy, because my idea is to hype it up, challenge everyone, set standard, and everybody reach up. And when they beat us, that means that the provinces are getting better, and at the end of the day, it's all positive for our country, for sports. So I'll keep it, hyping it up, opening my big mouth, and it's up to them to beat us. But I bet you we will beat them still.
While on the PNG Games, Team Central's Taekwondo team manager, John Aitzi, is appealing for sponsors for his team to travel. Now, barely 2 months before the Games, the team has yet to secure full funding.
Asking, and I'm calling out for the good citizens here, Central Province. I know that most of the Central Province, this is our team. To be proud of our team, yes, we have a good athletes, potential gold medalists from Central. I'm already building up, which I have a good a coach. A female coach is Trisha Tona. This is very good. She'll be coming in on September to help us. She's only got 1 week from maternity leave. She should be back. And I have Anton Aichi, who is with us always on our training. And I believe we will do the best for our Central team. And we'll be looking at good medal tally on gold side. We're going to put up more gold on that. So I'm asking for the assistance in levy fees, especially levy fees, because most of my athletes are students, and we find it a bit difficult in levy fee side. So this is my appeal to all the good central citizens, or anybody out here in Port Moresby who are central, or all the Papua New Guineans could help us with our little team here. We have about 4 female, and we have about 8 male, which I'm looking at a very good gold medal in contribution, yes.
Now, just going back to the levy fees itself, how much are you actually asking for from each of the fighters?
Each athletes contributing to the levy fee, they should be contributing, like, prepare themselves with 500 kina each for each athlete. And in total for the team, we are looking into about 11,500. That's including registrations and bit of admin in some other materials like backpack or shoes, training uniforms.
Now, the majority of the funds, when they eventually do travel up in November, where will most of that money be going to?
That money will be going down to Central Province Sports Desk. We'll affiliate under Central Province so that Central will cater us accommodation, transport, meals, and venue transportation up and down. That will help us in our camp on the 2 weeks at Lake.
After the break, FAPNG's inaugural volleyball competition. The Filipino Association of PNG held its first ever volleyball competition. Normally associated with basketball, they traded the hoops for the nets, with 6 women's and 5 men's teams taking time off work to compete.
Well, as you know, with the resurgence of volleyball in our country, volleyball has always been the women's game in our country. And the last 5 years, with the growing popularity in Manila, so it's also happening here in Papua New Guinea. So now we're developing and creating more interest in the community with this game of volleyball.
Now, one of the things probably that you'll be hoping for is an expanded competition in the future?
Yes, definitely. That's in the pipeline. So once we get more interest, we would like to develop and grow through the sport of volleyball, yes.
Now, I was having a chat yesterday with Joey Sina,
Yes.
and a lot of your fellow countrymen are Papua New Guinean citizens as well.
Yes, there's quite a few of them.
Could it be possible that at one stage in the future we could have Filipinos representing Papua New Guinea?
Well, I don't see that as a far-off development because, like what I said, because of this sport growing at a grassroots level here in PNG, in our community, so hopefully someday there will be a Filipino Papua New Guinean to represent the country in volleyball, yes.
Now, the Filipino Basketball FILBA, I think it's called?
FIBA.
FIBA.
Pinoy Basketball Association.
FIBA. They also have their competitions here.
Yes, the Pinoy Basketball Association under Chairman Ambed Carlos also hold their competition here in our clubhouse.
Now, considering the popularity of the sport and the enthusiasm today, are you hoping that you can use this competition to really also bond a lot more of your people?
Oh, definitely, because like what I said, initially basketball and our volleyball games was started to bond our community together. We would like to build up the camaraderie, within our citizens. So also for them to have fun and perspire at the same time, because we cannot just be working all the time. We need to have an outlet through basketball and volleyball.
Still on volleyball, and John Paliao, president of the Fairfax Volleyball Association, spoke to us over the weekend.
That's right. We have a few more washout matches to play. After that, there'll be a break next week because of the Independence celebration. And then the Saturday after that, on the 20th on Saturday, we will have the final of the all-round normal round competition. After that will be the knockouts in the semifinals, quarterfinals, preliminary finals, and then the grand final.
Now, I understand that in terms of the finals, it'll be top 5 placings that will be up for grabs.
That's right. Normally we play top 5. The first in the final will be on bye, and then the 2 and 3 will play off, 4 and 5 play off, and the losers drop off and play the winners from the previous games.
Now, from last year, for the men's Premier Division, who are the defending premiers?
The defending premiers in the men's division is the Freeway Hawks, and in the women's division is Telecom.
Now, also the national championships, the volleyball national championships, will be held towards the end of October to very early in November. How has preparation for Team NCD been going in terms of the national champions?
Team Volleyball Fairfax. Yes, we are preparing for that. Today, Sunday, is the first time that Volleyball Fairfax squad has been training, and hopefully we will retain our title that we won last year in both men. In the women's division, we are the champions in the women. In the men's, we are third in the open and third in the under 21.
Now, the team that you'll be taking up to Leh, will they also be taking part in the BSV PNG games?
It depends. There are 2 championships going on, 2 tournaments. One is the national championship 2 weeks prior to the PNG games, and the other is the PNG games itself. Most of our players, not most, but some of our players are playing for the national championships, and they also slotted down for Team NCD, and some of them also slotted down for Team Central.
The PNG karate team will be leaving the country on Tuesday to take part in the Oceania titles in Fiji, and students from Morabe, West New Britain, the autonomous region of Bougainville, East Sepik, NCD, and the Eastern Highlands all make up their team. They took part in a round-robin format at the High Performance Center in Port Moresby to give them competition experience before traveling. The Digicel PNG Barramundis departed for Brisbane last week to compete in the 2nd edition of the South Australian Cricket Association Premier League. Head coach Deepak Patel said the whole process is to have the players mentally and physically fit to achieve their goal.
PNG can manage to achieve their vision is to try and get in the top 12 in world cricket in 2 to 3 years' time. So we're indebted to Digicel, and I'm sure the boys and myself will promote Digicel as much as we can. But more importantly, we can only promote it if we're winning. So that's our goal. We want to go over in the 2nd league and obviously defend our title, which won't be easy because there's a lot of team will be ready for us. But at the same time, the boys have worked very, very hard to better themselves from what they achieved last year. So moving forward, again, thank you very much to Digicel for your sponsorship and continued sponsorship, and we'll hopefully see a lot more people coming to watch the game and support and back Digicel in the future.
Find us on Facebook and go on to MTV Online for more updates. Keep in touch with us at sports@mtv.com.pg. That's it from us here at the Coca-Cola Sports Scene team. I'm Jeremy. You have a great week. Good night.